The heavily loaded C-141 strains off the 10,000-foot runway at Ramstein Air Force Base and roars into the sky above the German farmland. Sitting left front seat is Ted Schiller, right front Dan Witt. Delta Airlines pilots on military leave. We're going downrange, the military's understated description for the Iraq battle zone. Between them, Witt and Schiller have made the trip more than 60 times, carrying medical supplies in and injured soldiers out. There are two full crews aboard. Some sleep in cramped bunks in lofts above the flight deck. Captain Schiller and Witt guide the plane over Eastern Europe. The blue patch on the radar is the Crimean Sea. To the southeast, it is Turkey, an ally that allows military overflights. There are preparations to be made. We're all told to put on body armor. Missile attacks on inbound aircraft are less frequent, but we're arriving on a very bad day. 21 Marines have been killed in 2 attacks, and the Balad Air Base has just been hit with mortar fire.
Landing is steep and fast, no announcements, we just know it's time, and we're going in quick.
Some put on helmets. The engines in the windowless jet roar as we come in at sharp angles, then seem to weave through some unseen obstacle course. A sharp turn, a dramatic stomach-wrenching drop, and we're there. I'm taken to an air-conditioned inflatable field hospital where the injured await transport out of the war zone. Many have been airlifted out of the desert in the last 24 hours. This soldier tells me he may never walk again. A turret gunner. He was injured in a suicide bomb attack.
Like entering into the gates of hell. You see nothing but blood and glass and flames shooting over you. There's a little piece on the turret that basically saved my life. And at that time, you just realize that I don't know if I'm going to survive this.
Next to him, a Marine will spend a short time in Germany and says,
I want to go back. Hopefully when I get to Landstuhl, Germany, they told me I can come back, that my injuries aren't that bad, and I can finish the mission with my guys.
One after the other, the same courageous sentiment. If you wonder whether the sweet drawings your kids send to soldiers ever get there, ever have an impact, the answer is yes. The grim ward is cheered by messages from home. Back on the tarmac, it's 96 degrees at 2 in the morning. We're told it was 141 degrees the other day. The buses show up, and the soldiers with injuries of all kinds are carefully loaded on board. Some are on life support. Sophisticated equipment will help doctors on board keep them stable on the very bumpy 6-hour flight back to Germany. The medical crews work briskly. We have to get airborne before daybreak. The camaraderie is inspiring. The crews applaud the ambulatory injured. American flags are draped on the landing door as we get ready to take off. This Marine survived the attack that killed 14 of his comrades. He refused to lie on a stretcher or give in to the pain.
On the back of the ear, I got a hole the size of a golf ball in my arm and strapped over my leg. Other than that, I'm good.
Good and tough. Vests back on. We lift out before dawn at a severe angle, turning sharply north, heading northwest toward Germany. For a Delta Airlines pilot who traded his MD-88 for a C-141, there is precious cargo to be delivered.
It's sort of bittersweet in that they're banged up and they're hurting physically and emotionally sometimes, but they're alive, and you know, it's just very, very gratifying to take them out of there and know that they're going to get good medical care, and they're going to get back to the States and back to their families.